Hey everyone, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. I'm very excited to be back. This will possibly be actually the last video of this game, just because I think I might be able to finish everything that I was trying to do in this game. We'll see. I need to finish growing the Tree of Wisdom and finish the last, the second playthrough for the second time. So, I'm excited. Oh yeah, and then I also needed to get the other parts of the Zen Garden so that I can put all my sleeping plants over in those places. So I might not be able to afford the last slot upgrade, but that's okay. Because I don't know if I'd necessarily need that if I'm... hi, Cosmos. I don't know if I'd necessarily need that if I'm pretty much going to be done with the game. So, we'll have to see. I've just gotta finish taking care of all of these guys, give them all water, give them all their music and their bug spray and all that stuff, and then I'll get into playing more of the game, and also leveling up the tree, because that was the last achievement that I have left for this game. I somehow have gotten everything else, including Vasebreaker. That was an ordeal. I spent so long, both in video recorded time and also on my own time, struggling so hard to get that achievement because it was not going well for quite a while, which, if you watched all my videos leading up to this one of Plants vs. Zombies, you've probably seen that. But I'm so excited that I'm actually almost done with all of the achievements for this game, because there's only been one other game that I've actually finished the achievements for. Oh my gosh, they're so cute in their little dark forest area. I love them so much. Anyway, I've only finished, I commissioned some bees so far, and I really want to try and finish more games than just some of the games that I play. They are games that's not the right place to put that. Anyway, like Stardew Valley and stuff, I feel like there isn't really necessarily as much of a specific end point as some other games. Like, I mean, yes, you can get all the achievements, but there's so many different options for what you can do with it. But with a game like this, it's very fun, and I've been absolutely loving coming back and playing it. Like I've talked about before, it's really nostalgic. But it is kind of like, you know, you play through it, and then it just kind of repeats. So there isn't as much of a point to play it over and over, or play multiple save files, or record it a lot. And I want to be able to make sure that whatever I'm recording, I record when I'm still enjoying it and when I think people will still enjoy it as well. I never want to just crank out videos just for making videos. If I'm no longer enjoying the game, or if I feel like I've done what there is to be done. If I've done things and I'm still having fun with the game, I'll probably still play it as long as I think it wouldn't be too boring for other people. Like Stardew Valley, you can do so many different things. But this game, I feel like it does have kind of an end to it, And hopefully I'll be able to reach that today with the last achievement, but it is a little bit bittersweet because I have been having so much fun with this game, and coming back to it after, you know, kind of growing up with this game, this was kind of the first game that I really played as like a mobile game this was actually like the whole point of why I wanted a phone when I was younger, was specifically this game. So it's fun coming back after so many years, actually like almost 15 years now, I think, as of when I'm recording this, is when it came out. So it's really fun to be able to come back and play it again, and I have completely enjoyed it, so I'm a little sad that this series will probably be over. But who knows, maybe I'll come back and play it again eventually, someday, just to revisit it again. I love all of them in their little different environments now. They're so cute. Okay. I love the Zen Garden. The water one looks really cool, but I also love in the night one, the little mushrooms in the background that are not the actual plants you have. It all looks super cool. But this one's cool too. I mean, they're all cool. The little plant stands in this one look really nice. Anyway, I will now feed this tree. I can't believe how close I am to finishing. If you rely on upgrade plants in Survival Endless, be acutely aware that they get more expensive the more you have on your lawn. Yes, I did figure that out for myself. The imps in iZombie seem weak, but they're speedy and great for fetching that last brain when you've cleared the rest of the opposition. Yes, I figured that one out too. If you type tricked out, don't be surprised if you see something wacky happens to your lawnmowers. What the heck? I need to see what this is. I have never heard of this before. I'm so... What the heck does it do? I don't know. I'll just go to like a random level that has lawnmowers and see what happens. Oh, right. They're all still futuristic. I completely forgot about that. I guess I'll just choose whatever kind of fits in with the other stuff. I'm not actually gonna play this, but I just want to see what the heck is going on with these lawnmowers. Okay. Nah, that one, yeah. Okay, that is a good assortment, I guess. Whoa! They're like robotic now. What the heck? That's so cool. Okay. They look like... Whoa. I don't know exactly what they look like. They're reminding me of something, but I can't think of what it is exactly, but they look so cool. They're like armored, kind of. That's really, really cool. Oh, I like that. That's fun. I want to see... I guess I'll just finish this level or something since I'm already here, so we'll see. But the lawnmowers are cool. I like that. I still have way too many lawnmowers. I don't know why I have this many lawnmowers. But they are very cool. The futuristic ones look so weird. I had completely forgotten that I had left them as futuristic zombies, so. Yeah, that's. I want to finish this last one because I am so close to having all of the repeaters as, what are they called? Gatling peas, I think. So I want to finish the last one. Oh, hi, Cosmos. He's coming in. Say hi. He's snorting a lot. You might be able to hear him. Oh, so close. It didn't recharge fast enough. Okay. Anyway, I wasn't coming here to play that. I was just inspecting the lawnmowers. So, I love the night one. It looks cool. Okay, anyway. Back to food. Oh, it's 50 feet tall. Thank you for feeding me. I'm out of new wisdom for now, but I might have more if you grow me tall enough. Okay. So now I guess I just grow it 1 foot at a time until 100, because 100 is the thing I have to get it to for the achievement. So I'm gonna have to buy so much, so much tree food. Okay. Cosmos, you wanna come up? Yeah, I will just buy a lot of tree food, so. Alright. This, if the past, present, and future all summon, it went away too fast. Cosmos. Okay, he wanted to come up, so he is hanging out on my lap now. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So much food for this tree. You can't even see the leaves anymore. It's weird how it's like dragging the ground up, but then the ground goes back down again when it grows. That looks odd. But, okay. I'm selling a few things because I'm selling the things that I have multiples of because I already have those colors. And I just really need money for all this plant food, so yeah, also my garden is kind of a mess with things just scattered all over everywhere, so I need to fix that. Okay, that's better now. And then I just need lots of coins. Snail is doing a good job of getting those for me, so good job, Snail. Thank you for your hard work. I love all the mushrooms here. They're so fun. The ones in the distance too. Okay. I'm selling the multiples again because why not? I don't have multiples there, but I need to get more coins, so I think I would go continue my second playthrough and try to finish that up. Oh, I love it when it gives me the flower pot right off the bat. That's very helpful because then I don't have to take up slots with it, and since I probably won't have enough money to get the next slot upgrade, this is perfect. Okay. I have a strategy for layout so that I can optimize the placement of umbrella leaves. So hopefully this works well. I don't know why I said hopefully. I know it will work because I've done this before, but hopefully, I guess what I meant by that is hopefully I'll be able to afford all of the seeds I need for this strategy before I need it to exist. So I need to get more defensive plants. Alright. Stop eating my pots. I don't approve of that. I need my pots, and they are adorable. They look like they're sleeping. So don't you dare eat them. Ah, don't eat. Yeah, get butter. If you try to kill my plants, you will get butter on your head, and I will not feel guilty about it at all. Alright. I have almost all the corn that I need and almost all the sunflowers. So that is a good sign, but I'm actually gonna put that there first because that guy has a cone, which is not ideal, so. Okay, that is all the sunflowers, and then I guess I should reinforce that one too, and then get the corn there eventually, because I need that in case something shows up over there, but yeah, okay. Perfect timing, because there's a zombie on that lane now, so all of the lanes have at least a little bit of defense now, and I will reinforce them with cabbages. Alright, so if I put the umbrella plants in between the sunflowers, then I can still have all of the lanes covered without having to put rows of umbrella plants. And I can also avoid having lines of defensive plants be broken up by umbrella plants. So, umbrella leaves, I guess they're called. So, this is perfect. Stop eating my flower pots. That is so rude. Love the little leaves on the flower pots. It's so fun, because they could have just made it a completely plain flower pot. But no, they've got little leaves on it. So that's very fun. I like that detail. There's a lot of really subtle details in this game that I think just add a lot to it. Okay. I need to get coins. So I love it when the umbrella leaves work really well. Anyway, I need to get coins. So I've got my lovely marigold, and I will put these a row of walnuts in front because I don't want them to get eaten. Because the goal of this is to finish the second playthrough, but also I really, really need lots of coins because I need to be able to afford all the plant food. Or tree food, I guess. My umbrella leaves are working so well. Okay. More marigolds, and then eventually a walnut in front of it. Yeah, because I don't want it to get eaten. Stop eating my flower pots, rude. Okay. This line is a little bit of a problem because there's a lot of stuff coming in that line. I think it will be okay. Yeah, especially now that I have melon pulp there, so that's good. I do need to replant the umbrella leaf there because if anything tries to take those plants, that would not be ideal. Cosmos is snoring, as he very often does. Okay, I'm almost done with getting the twin sunflowers, so that's good because then I'll be able to afford a lot of stuff, especially since the melon pulps are kind of expensive. And I'm getting my marigolds. Alright. Yeah, walnuts. And then hopefully I'll be able to plant the last marigold in a second if it finishes recharging. Yeah, there we go. And then so satisfying. Okay, I probably won't be able to finish the line of watermelons before this level ends, but there they are. Anyway, yeah. Perfect, and I've got more coins that I can then put toward my lovely tree fertilizer, or food, or whatever it's called. Okay. Yeah, I need the umbrella leaves because bungee zombies are annoying. But then for my last one, yeah, I'll go with tall nut because the pole vaulters are gonna try and bother me. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing again with the sunflowers and then the umbrella leaves because I think that makes the most sense. And then the corn can be the farthest back this time because I don't have watermelons because I like to put the most expensive things farthest back so they're less likely to be eaten. So my stuff is either cheap or has to be used at close range, so this is fine. Okay, I'm almost done getting all the sunflowers I need, so that's okay. There we go, last one. Yeah, I need to make sure that I have defense going on for that lane now. Okay. There we go. Okay, got all the corn pults that I need. So that's kernel pults. I think it's what they're officially called. Okay. Don't chew on my sunflower, that's not fun. Okay, good job. It died, so that's okay. Okay, this is going pretty well. I've got all my sunflowers. I don't have twin sunflower this time, so I can't earn extra from that, but that's okay. My plants are either the same or cheaper than they were last time, so that's good. Cosmos is snoring again. He's very cute. I think he likes the attention. Because a lot of times when I'm recording videos, he doesn't get a ton of attention, but he gets to be on my lap right now, so he's having fun. And I'm still obviously having to play the game, but it's a game that I can use one hand to click things and put plants in flower pots and use the other hand to pet him, so he's really enjoying that right now. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he has been wanting a lot of attention, so I'm very happy to give it to him while I record if I can, so. That's the disadvantage to some games that do take both hands to play, because then I can't pet him. Okay. So, if you're wondering why I have it so that there are two umbrella leaves right next to each other, it's because the way that I had it right now, it wouldn't protect the tall nuts, and they're expensive, so I don't want them to get stolen, so I have to double them up, which means I'll have fewer of the marigolds, but that's okay. I think it's still useful this way, because then I can have the tall nuts protected, which will protect the marigolds so that they can continue to produce coins for me without having to be all eaten and attacked. So that is why there are two next to each other. I don't like the bucket guys getting so close to my plants that don't have a tall nut in front of them yet. But it's fine because they are buttered now, so haha. More butter. So much butter. Everyone has butter. Okay. I love the corn's little eyebrows. Well, and the cabbage have amusing eyebrows too. Like I said before, the attention to detail in this game is very fun. Okay. Replace the things that are getting eaten. Stop eating my marigolds. That's not cool. Okay. Tall Nut. Go away. That zombie's dead, so it's fine. But, okay. I need my marigold back. And then, I'm so close to having the whole row of tall nuts, so that's also a good sign. Once it turns, yeah, there we go. Okay, and yeah, I think this is a good setup. And then now I guess I just wait and replant things if I need to, but hopefully I can get plenty of coins because I really, really want to finish this achievement today. I'm the type of person where I feel like if there was a game that I wasn't enjoying anymore, I wouldn't keep playing it just to get achievements. But I do find it super satisfying if I can get every achievement in a game, and so I'm really excited to be able to finish this game. Well, technically I finished it already, but finish it by getting all the achievements. Because when I played it on mobile when I was younger, I think they did have some of the achievements, but it wasn't like Steam achievements where they go to a total score of, or not score, but a total tally of how many achievements you've earned in total among all your games, and it doesn't have the satisfaction of being like, look, I finished this whole game, because I don't have friends on Plants vs. Zombies, so when I finished things it was like, okay, cool, that's nice, but being able to have it on Steam and complete all the achievements, I don't know, it seems more satisfying. I also never bothered trying to get every achievement the first time I played, so kind of whenever I had an achievement, it was kind of by accident. Like, I wasn't really sure what the achievements were, and I would do something, and it would be like, oh, you got this many zombies with a walnut, or something, and I'd be like, oh, that was an achievement, that's cool, okay. But, it's definitely different in my mind playing it on Steam. I recently rearranged my lists of games on Steam, and I'm very satisfied with how it is, because before I had it as like the uncategorized games where just any new game goes was so full of just games that I have but haven't played yet, and so I did some arranging, and so now I have the two that I used to have were completed games, which the only one there was I commissioned some of these, so hopefully after today I can put Plants vs. Zombies in there too. And then the other one was YouTube games, so all the games that I have played for my channel were in their own little, I don't know what it's called, laced folder, and so then I sorted all the ones that had been uncategorized into games to play based on whether they have achievements or not. So I want to play all of them, but I also wanted to keep track of which ones have achievements, which ones don't. Stop eating my... go away. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to sort them like that because I find that when I getting distracted by these zombies. Yeah, when I start a game that has achievements, I feel like it's kind of overwhelming if I have too many at once and I'm trying to keep track of what I'm trying to do, working towards all at once. And so sometimes it's nice to play something that doesn't have achievements, but then sometimes I want to be able to be really motivated to try and do a lot of stuff in a game that feels like an actual accomplishment. So then it's nice to be able to know which games have achievements and which don't. I also don't know why I put that umbrella leaf there. That theoretically should be a marigold. So it's very close to the end, so I don't know why I bothered. But at least now they're all in the place they should be at the end. So that's good. Okay, next level. Ooh, coffee bean, that's interesting. I might actually... This is an interesting roof. No, I need to get... Yeah, I think that. I could have gone with Sunshroom, which I love more than Sunflower. I'm sorry, Sunflower, that's mean, but I don't want to have to spend 100 sun for a Sunshroom and a coffee bean when I also have to pay for flower pots and everything else, so. Okay, I can do this without umbrella leaves now, which is nice, because then I can just plant a full row. Okay, these are in the same row, which is really nice because then I can just not have to worry about planting something. Oh, that one's getting close to my flower pot. Okay, there we go. I hate when they eat my adorable flower pots. It's so rude. Okay. They're all in that lane and the top couple lanes right now. I don't know why they like that one so much right now. Okay. We've got basic defense in every row now, so that is ideal. That's perfect. Just do another row of corn because the butter is more powerful than the cabbages, but also in real life, the cabbages in this game are adorable, but in real life, I like corn and I don't like cabbage, so I think that it makes the most sense. Yeah, okay. Making sure I had my math right about rows and where I wanted to put things. It makes more sense to have more corn, and so, I love Magnet Shroom so much. Magnet Shroom is also adorable. Okay. Yes, I love when they get butter. It's so satisfying. Okay. cabbage. I decided to put that one over there just because I feel like that makes more sense for the arrangement that I need to have everything in, so. Alright. I'm almost done with all of the corn that I need to have, so that's very exciting. Cosmos is snoring so much. He's so cute. He's so cuddly. When I was deciding what kind of dog to get, I wanted one who liked to cuddle because I got him basically as kind of an emotional support animal. He isn't registered as an emotional support animal, but that's kind of how I see him on a personal level as being an emotional support animal because I got him when my grandma was sick to kind of help me feel better. Not better, but less. I don't know how to explain it. Less consumed by her death because I had him to kind of help me. And he's the first dog I've ever had, so I wasn't really sure very much about. I mean, I have relatives who have dogs or friends who have dogs, so I've seen various different types of dogs, but in terms of temperament and things like that, I didn't really know that much about the specifics, and so I looked up what dogs really like. Cuddles and pugs are high on that list, and he had some other qualities that kind of fit what I was looking for, so I've got him, and he loves cuddles. He loves being around me and my family when they are around. He just loves to be on people's laps or getting scratches or playing with people, and so he's so affectionate and I love him. Anyway, I feel like I've gone on a tangent about him. Yeah, I got a lot of magnet shrooms because I don't like these guys' bladders. Anyway, yeah, but Cosmos is so sweet, and I can't believe he's almost 4. He's gonna be 4 in November, the beginning of November, and that's insane because I got him when he was so little. He was 2.2 pounds and he was 10 weeks old, and now he's almost 4. It's so surreal. But I'm so happy that he's with me. He just woke up and is like, "Are you talking about me again?" Yes, I was. But it's okay, you can go back to sleep. Anyway, need another magnet shroom because no one with any ladders will be allowed anywhere near any of my plants. So, well, I guess the ladders will be allowed near the magnet shrooms, but the zombies with the ladders will not. Ah, don't eat my How dare they? Get away. I need sun so badly right now. Okay. Okay, tall nut, and hopefully this one doesn't eat the magnet shroom. I need butter. No! It ate it. How dare you? But at least it's not going to be around for destroying other things, so. Alright, and tall nut, and I just need one more marigold and one more magnet shroom, so. I've been getting a good amount of coins, which is nice, because I very much need them. I don't think I'll have enough to be able to get the last upgrade to having an extra seed slot, but I think that's okay because, like I said, I don't know how much more I'll play this after I finish this recording. If I get my Tree of Wisdom to be 100 feet tall today, which I hope I can. That's my goal. I need a lot of coins, and I want to finish this this last sequence of levels anyway, because that just feels like an ending point, and like I haven't left stuff unfinished, so that's the goal with that. And it's just fun. I also love the boss fight at the end of the roof levels. It's very fun. So, but anyway, because I'm probably going to be kind of close to the end of playing this, and I'm doing just fine with the number of seed slots I have right now. I don't know if that's the best use of my coins, so I will be prioritizing getting tree food. Okay, I'm so close to the end of this level. Okay. I love the symmetry of everything. Don't you dare eat my magnet shroom. I will be angry. It's getting a lot of butter, so hopefully it will not be able to get my magnet. Okay, perfect. There we go. No! My tall nut. Several of them. No! How dare these guys with their annoying eating of my plants. I don't have anything that's really instantly destructive, so I guess they might have to be gotten by the roof cleaners or whatever these things are. Are those even, like, I've never seen anyone own a thing that looks like that. Is that an actual thing that people use to clean their roofs? I don't know. There we go. We'll see if that works. Okay. Oh, it stopped it. This is gonna be close. Ah, no. That's fine. I will get less satisfaction out of that because they got to the roof cleaners, but that's okay. I love it when they pick a sunflower and marigold already as the default ones. That is so satisfying. That's perfect. Okay. And this time I do actually have an instant thing. I don't know if I'll have to use it, but that is good. Alright, so, full disclosure, partway through this recording, my audio got messed up, and so because of that, I am now recording this part as a voiceover after the fact. It's been a very long time since I initially recorded this, and it's been on my list of things that I need to do, but I just, for various reasons, never actually got around to doing it. And so I re-listened to what I was talking about up to this point. Some of the stuff is outdated, like me talking about Cosmos turning 4. He is now 4. So yeah, he is still snoring as he was months ago when I was recording this, but I'm gonna try to just kind of narrate this the way I did, and technical difficulties are never fun, so I think that's part of the reason why I was stalling for so long to actually come back and do this recording. I feel like for me, whenever I lose footage or something about a recording gets corrupted, it's harder than just going back and doing a different recording. It's harder to go back and actually go into it again. So I have definitely done a lot of recordings since since I initially recorded this, and even though it's basically just coming back in, rewatching the video, and doing voiceover to it, it's, I don't know, I've been procrastinating on it, but I really need to get it done. I need to get this video out because it's been months, and this is the last video of this particular series because, spoiler, but I finished the game, so, the other thing about it is, like, just the chaos of trying to balance school and 2 YouTube channels at once gets a little chaotic, so I've been kind of just recording, getting it out, so I didn't have to, like, go back, rewatch, edit, layer all the voiceover into it, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and then it will be off my to-do list, and I will finally be able to move on to other things and deal with storage on this computer and things like that. So, anyway, I feel like I have talked for too long about this, but I will start actually talking about the game now. As I was saying in the part I recorded before the other recording stopped, I do have an instant plant this time, so hopefully the thing where they get through the roof cleaners won't happen the way that it happened in the last level, but either way, it's satisfying. I love this game, and I love having the 2 perfect rows of the different things. I don't know, I feel like this game, something about the patterns in it really appeals to my autistic pattern-seekingness. And so this game is just so satisfying to play, and also to watch back while I'm doing this voiceover, because it's very fun. And it's kind of more casual because I can talk about it while also not having to focus entirely on clicking things and doing all of that at the same time. So you would think that the butter and their heads falling off would knock the pencil off of the ladder zombie's ears, but it doesn't. For some reason, I don't know why. I also kind of wish the pogo zombies would actually get knocked over instead of just, like, falling down. Because, I don't know, pogo sticks are unsteady a lot of the time. So, you would think, but that is not how it goes in this game. This game is very satisfying to watch, though. I've never really been big into zombie apocalypse stuff. Like, I was talking to a classmate today about a book that I'm reading, and I was talking about how it's kind of dystopian and really interesting world building, and we got into a conversation about sort of post-apocalyptic dystopian books, because it's clear, I'm not very far into it, but it's clear from that book that it's very different. Like, the world, something has happened in society as it is now has kind of collapsed, and there's sort of a new society in this world building, and it's not exactly clear what happened or why yet, at least as far as I am into it. The book is called Storm Thief, and it seems interesting, but so far it's very cool. But we got into this conversation about sort of apocalypse and whether or not that's a genre that I enjoy, and we were talking because it's like, I think that dystopian, if it's just complete realism, I don't really like as much. I like sort of world building dystopian, like something has happened and there's a completely new lifestyle or type of society or something in the aftermath of it. And so stuff like that is cool. And then we got into the topic of like zombie apocalypse type dystopian. And it's like, I've never really been into zombie stuff. Like, I've played a couple of zombie hunting games with one of my friends at her birthday and stuff, and I was awful at them because I had pretty much never used a video game controller before, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I forgot what all the buttons did, and everyone else that I was playing with knew what they were doing, and so I was just kind of there like, oh my gosh, wait, how do I, where am I going, what am I doing? And I don't really enjoy first-person shooter type games as a genre anyway, and that's what I feel like a lot of that type of zombie game is. And so anyway, when I was talking to my classmate, we were talking about how, like, I feel like a lot of the zombie things are, I don't know, they're just not really the genre that I seek out. But this game, I feel like it's different because it's so much more comedic in the, like, tone of it than the sort of survival shooter zombie games. And this one is awesome because you can have so many plants. And we weren't really talking about video games, we were talking more about books and shows and stuff. But, like, if they made a book of this where it was like, not necessarily this specifically, but if it was like, oh yeah, like, in this world you have these plants that defend you against the whatever, like, that would be kind of cool. If it was written as, like, a serious novel type thing, I think that would be kind of fun. I also, like, maybe if this was, like, a movie or something, it would be interesting. I don't know, I feel like some different games have become movies and stuff, and I don't really watch those very often, so I don't really know, but like the idea of this is so different than a lot of the other zombie type games, which makes it really fun. Also, this ladder guy is getting way too close. I don't like it. But I have a jalapeno, so ha! This is always very satisfying. Luckily, all the zombie ash just disappears immediately off my roof, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it. But even if I did, I have all my different roof cleaners, so I have 5 of them, so I should be able to deal with it. These ladder ones are causing too many problems today. I don't know what it is about this. Normally ladder ones, I feel like they aren't as problematic. I think it's partially because I don't have enough magnets. So, oh well. They can get that one, but then I don't want them getting anything else. It's close to the end of the level though, so it's fine. Yep, there we go. My satisfying pattern of plants is all destroyed, but that's okay. I defended my roof, so that's okay. The bungees. So many bungees. The bungees are annoying. But this one, in terms of the sort of interval levels, is... It's not my favorite, but it's definitely not my least favorite. And even my least favorite, I don't really dislike any of them, I just have some that I enjoy more. Like, all of them are fun. My favorite one, though, is the final boss fight, because that one is really, really fun. So I'm excited that I get to do that again in this video. If you play Plants vs. Zombies, what's your favorite of the sort of halfway through a level games? Well, I guess they're all different levels, but the different locations. Because there's like the bowling one and the raining seeds one and all the different ones. What's your favorite? The bowling one, I don't know. I'd say maybe that's my least favorite just because it's a little bit too easy most of the time, especially when you have explosive ones. And so it's kind of less of an intense, like, oh my gosh, I have to plant things quickly and plan out what seeds I use when, as much as some of the other levels. But I enjoy all of them. I think they're all really fun. This one is also really satisfying because since you have a very limited amount of different plants, it's very easy to get really nice rows of everything until all the pumpkins start getting chewed off. spongy ones annoy me though, because then they take my plants. I actually spent a lot of time yesterday. My class was canceled, so I was able to spend a lot of time in the afternoon taking care of my own plants, and I repotted some stuff that was pretty root bound, and I planted a few seeds that I got. So I'm excited to have even more plants. I have so many plants. But this game is great because it kind of reflects that too. Go away with your ladders. This one is a little bit tedious because you have to wait for them to walk all the way across the roof, because all of the plants are ones that are either instantaneous or proximity based, where the zombie has to go right up to the plant, so they can't do damage ahead of time. Which is why this one isn't one of my favorites, because there is a lot of waiting, and then if you make too many layers, then it's kind of weird, because then it's hard to like have the ones in the back eat them and all of that stuff. So there is a lot of waiting in this particular mini game, but it's still pretty fun. It's really fun to just watch the chompers just hanging out and getting tons of snacks because there's so many zombies. They look so happy. Giant teethy grins. Yeah, but like the ones in the lower row, I just have to wait for them to finish chewing enough that they're close enough to bite or use cherry bombs. So there is definitely more waiting in this one, but it's still pretty fun. Chompers are interesting because their stem is so thin to be able to hold up the size that their, I don't know if face is the right word for them, but like the top part of them is so much larger than the thing that the stem is supporting, and the leaves are so small compared to it. Haha, get eaten. Go away, bungees, no one likes you. I don't like that almost all the bungees went into the back row, because then 3 of my plants got taken. If they'd spread out more, some of them would have gotten eaten instead, so that kind of sucks. But I still have a lot of cherry bombs, so I'm not worried at all. I also like that the chompers can eat metal buckets as well as zombies. Because some of the other stuff like knocks down the bucket or the ladder, or the magnets take it away, obviously, but these guys, they're just like, nah, I'll eat you and your cones and your buckets and everything. I don't care. Theoretically, could have waited a little longer for the cherry bomb there, and then possibly have gotten more of them, but it's fine, because I have plenty of stuff. I'm getting so many coins, which is awesome, because then I'll be able to get the tree food that I need to finish. I barely got any. That's fine. Okay, we're expanding out a little bit, because why not? All of them in that row are chewing on stuff anyway, so might as well. Yay! It's satisfying to get a lot of them at once. This is a really good level to get the achievement about getting, I think it's 5 zombies with 1 cherry bomb. I can't remember which level I got that achievement from. It might have been this one. I feel like it wasn't, though. I feel like it was one of the pool ones, actually. But either way, this is fun. Haha. These people going over the ladder like I'm gonna win and I'm outsmarting them because there's a ladder. But no. Then there's one waiting to bite them. It's perfect. I could theoretically use a cherry bomb on this one to speed things up, but I'm gonna save it. There's so many. This is so satisfying. Because now I can just put a cherry bomb in the middle of all of them, get so many at once, and get so many coins. I have to replant these though, because then stop using ladders. It's annoying. But it's so satisfying because I've got the perfect rows that I like in this game. Mostly. They're kind of getting destroyed, but hehe. Yeah, I do feel like that minigame maybe takes longer than any other minigame, but it's still fun. Also, I don't know if it's technically a minigame or a special level or what. I don't know exactly what it's called, but either way. I love my Zen Garden plants so much. It's so satisfying. Because I've come back to do a voiceover section to this game, I have, since recording this, initially played Plantavi Little Garden, and the whole thing about the way that the plants are in that game reminds me of the Zen Garden here. It's very fun. It's interesting because you get like custom orders that you have to fill and give people about what plants they want you to grow, and your qualification for it is that you kill 2 plants, and then whoever mysteriously has enlisted you to do this is like, you seem like you can take care of plants, here, grow plants. And it's like, I killed some, but okay. But sort of the art style and what you have to do for them reminds me of this a little bit. It's very fun. These ones are more expressive though, because these ones have faces and the others are just normal plants. But that game is also really relaxing, so it isn't as high stakes as this one is, because this game, the Zen Garden is cool, but it isn't what most of the game is about. So most of the game is about fighting zombies rather than just casually growing plants and getting coins from them. Cosmos is snoring a lot in the background, as he almost always is during my various recordings. Yay, it's so satisfying. They're all so happy now. They have all the stuff they need. So actually, looking at this arrangement that I had before I switched to the other one, I wonder between a Chomper, a Cherry Bomb, and a Jalapeno, which would win. Or a Squash, actually, too. Or a Potato Mine. Of those ones, what would win? Because I feel like the sort of detonating ones, or, you know, actually, I feel like a Doom Shroom would beat all of them. But if a Chomper bit a Jalapeno, would they just annihilate each other because the Jalapeno would be bitten and the Chomper would be scorched? Like, huh, interesting. I love getting diamonds, because then I can afford more tree food, which is very exciting. Oh, they're so cute. I love the sea shrooms so much. I wonder if the skull is a zombie skull. I think probably it is. Doesn't look quite human. Okay, I can get tree food now. Yes. I'm gonna get so many things of tree food. I can get all the tree food. Okay. It's pulling the grass up with it, but then it sinks back down. It's funny. Okay. It's interesting that it gets taller, but it doesn't get any wider at this point. It's like, okay, I'll get taller. Okay, time to buy so many other things of it. Yes. To buy so many of these at once. I can only buy 10 at once, so I have to go back so many times. But when I do, I buy a lot at once. It's so tall. Alright. More. I wish there was like a by maximum kind of thing where you don't have to click it individually, but oh well. History repeats itself but always gets the details wrong. Is that what that said? It went really fast. I think maybe. So close. 96 feet. So I need 3 more, or 4 more. That's how math works. Okay. Wait. I don't have enough quite yet. Need to get more coins, so I will continue playing this a little bit more. Also because I need to. Anyway, because I need to get through the rest of this game so that it's all been done twice, because that's my goal, and that will make it feel actually complete. So it's always hard to pick the last plant because there's so many options. But I think this is pretty good because it's got a balance of cheap and expensive plants and also things that are ranged versus, well, they're all ranged, but things that are like arcing over the roof versus things that are straight. Alright. And this is kind of breaking my thing about having the more expensive things toward the back, because the Three-Peter, the Snow Pea, and the Starfruit are all things that would hit the peak of the roof if I put them all the way back here. So they do have to go farther forward, even though they're more expensive than the Kernel Pult and Cabbage Pult. But that's okay, because I can also do Twin Sunflowers, which will give me much more sun, so then I kind of have a disposable income. That's how that is worded. That I can use for getting more expensive plants. The start of this is so casual, but then it gets so intense. It's fun. That's one of the things that I enjoy about this game, is how at the beginning of a level it's like, one or two will kind of wander in, but then later on they're like, let's go! We've just seen all these plants destroy the people that went before us, but it will work better now. You'd think if they all launched an attack together at the beginning, they might actually have more success. Not that I necessarily am an expert in raiding houses and getting to their owners to eat their brain, but I don't know.
But then again, if zombies need brains so much, they may not have their own, and they may not be the most intelligent. So, I guess this is what you'd expect from them. I enjoy listening to creepy stories sometimes, especially while I'm driving or just like doing stuff around the house, and it's fun to just have it on in the background. And kind of going back to like zombie books and whether that's the genre I like, I feel like after listening to a lot of different narrations about a lot of different sort of types of creepy stories, there have been a couple of ones that are good in sort of the zombie, undead, back to life kind of genre, but I feel like one of the things that I have an issue with in all media, whether it's video games, movies, TV shows, books, audio stories, is I don't really like when writers or designers think that gore is equivalent to being scary, because I feel like in some cases, like, gore can make a story better, but if the goal of it is to, like, gross the person out rather than to actually create more of a creepy atmosphere, it isn't scary. It's just like, you didn't really need those details. Like, I really like, in horror movies and books and games and stuff, I like when the atmosphere or the timing or something else is creating the intensity and the sort of fear of the show rather than it relying on, like, oh my gosh, there's so much blood, because I don't know, blood by itself isn't really scary. And, like, I don't want to get into some of the graphic descriptions that these horror stories have had, because that is not what you probably signed up for when you came to watch Plants vs. Zombies. But a lot of times it's like, you really didn't need to say that. Like, you could have just talked about the scenario and all that. But I feel like going back to my whole point about this is, I feel like a lot of the ones in the zombie genre of creepy stories tend to sort of rely more heavily on gore and sort of disgust horror rather than, like, actual good writing, suspense, horror kind of stuff. And I actually have a game that I want to play on the channel sometime soon that I have had for a little while, and I really, really want to play it, but I haven't gotten around to it. It's called Pools, and it's a liminal spaces kind of game, and I really, really want to play that one because I feel like a lot of liminal space video games that I've seen or heard of, I've never played any, but I know there are a bunch of backrooms type games, and I know a lot of people really enjoy those, but for me personally, the whole point of liminal spaces is that the space itself is creepy. And I actually designed a set for a class that I kind of took some inspiration from Liminal Spaces, and I did some research on them when I was doing this project. So Liminal Spaces, in my opinion, are scary because they're unsettling. There's something about them that's just off. And so for me personally, by putting a monster or some kind of entity that chases you and jump scares and all that, it kind of cheapens what a liminal space is, because then the focus isn't on the space being unsettling, it's on being chased or being hunted or something. And so for me, it's like, I don't even know if those necessarily are as much of a liminal space game anymore, because they're like running from monsters kind of game, which is totally fine, and I know a lot of people really like that. It's just not really the same type of thing, in my opinion. But Pools, as far as I know, is really interesting because it doesn't have any kind of monster, but the whole atmosphere of the space that you're in is supposed to be really, really creepy. And so I'm excited to play that. It's gonna be my first, I don't know, I guess it's technically a horror game that I've played on the channel. And I think it's gonna be fun. I do think that there are some backroom stories that I've heard as like creepy stories that are really good, because they do focus more on the space and not like something jump scaring. But yeah, I don't know, this has suddenly become like an analysis of creepy things and apocalyptic things and stuff, but I think because I've been working so much on my book review channel, Reading Realm, recently, I'm kind of in a literary analysis kind of mood, but yes. This game is not horror or liminal, but it is zombies, and zombie games, movies, books, all of it would be better if they focused more on not exclusively relying on gore to be scary. That was basically the point I was getting to, and spent the whole level pretty much talking about that. Okay. The cherry bomb I don't use that much. So, because it's one I have to use, I guess I will, but there's a lot of stuff that I use more. But this one also has the basketball flingers and the bungeers, so I need the umbrella leaf. And the last one, it's always the worst one to decide. I'm gonna go with Starfruit again. I was considering Twin Sunflower, but I need more actual attacking plants. I don't have to worry about getting the corn planted too fast, because these guys are pretty slow, but I'm still going to try and get them as quickly as possible, just so that I have a line of defense for various things. make sure I'm spacing out where the umbrellas need to be correctly so that I can plant another row of sunflowers there and make sure that everything's going to be covered. Perfect. Great timing on that one. Alright. More sunflowers. Yay. I'm not sure why butter immobilizes zombies. Haha. I don't use cherry bombs very often. It's not something I would normally select for myself, but when I do use them, it's very fun and satisfying. I feel like that's the way it is for a lot of games in this. Or for a lot of plants in this game. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak English. Today I had 2 very scientific classes today, and it is also past midnight, but my words are slightly gone, but that's okay. But anyway, I feel like that's the case for a lot of plants where I wouldn't choose them for myself, but if I'm presented them to use, they are actually pretty fun to use, and I do kind of appreciate them for what they are. But they're not among my favorites that I would pick if I had the option to pick any plant that I wanted. Also with no limitation on, like, the roof or the pool or the fog or the night. If I could use any, they're certain that I like more than others. My favorite plant in this game, though, is one that I can only use in a certain place, and it's the cattail. The cattail is awesome, but you can only use it in pool levels. I really like the starfruit, though. I also really enjoy winter melon, but they're so expensive to get, so I feel like every time I use them, it's always like, oh my gosh, I have to get more sun, I have to get these done. The recharge is really slow. So it's not quite as easy as the starfruit, but it's still fun. I love the cattails because they do a lot of damage, they're adorable, and they also can attack any lane, which is really useful. They can also attack behind them, which is also very useful because when you get the little mining diggy guys, then they're very, very convenient. It got frozen halfway up the ladder. I like the attacks from the starfruits. They look cool. Oh, what would be so cool is if starfruits, if their little attack stars, if they generated a little bit of sunlight with every time they hit a zombie, because like sunlight is just light from a star. I don't know, that would be really, really, really cool. It's not in the game at all, but that would be fun. Also, starlight realistically is not bright enough at all for any plants on Earth other than sunlight, but now that I've said it, I kind of want that to happen. That would be fun. Like, every successful attack with one of their little stars that actually hits a zombie, it gives you a little bit of sun. That sounds so cute. But it's not gonna happen. Haha. Your basketballs cannot kill my lovely umbrella plants. The mess of things that are just piled together to make the little catapult thing is so interesting. Because it's a basketball hoop and like maybe part of a shopping cart or something. It's a little bit hard to tell. But it's just such random stuff. It's really funny. This ladder one can't really do anything because none of the plants past there are able to be laddered over. They just have to whack them. They can't actually lean the ladder on anything. It would be great if they didn't whack them because that's rude, but they do anyway. I must have the most ladders of anyone in the entire neighborhood because every morning I wake up and there's just like a bunch of ladders on my roof and a bunch of ladders on my lawn, and I just be like, new ladder, okay. Also probably a lot of traffic cones and buckets. Except they kind of disappear, so I don't know. Like, the ladders sort of disappear too, but yeah. That looked like a watermelon just hit a basketball in midair and they canceled each other out. And I don't know if that was like a graphical glitch, but it really looked like that happened. That was really funny. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that later. Because that would be so funny if that's what happened. Because I didn't see the umbrella leaf activate as if a basketball came at it too. It looks like it hit a watermelon and they just both disappeared. That's really funny. How do they get their catapults up on my roof anyway? Because the ladders that these other guys have are way too small compared to those catapults. I wondered weird things during this game. I wonder if any of my neighbors get attacked like this, or if I'm just special. And if my neighbors don't get attacked like this, what do they think? Well, Dave is my neighbor, and he seems to know kind of what's going on. So maybe what happened is that Dave was attacked by all the zombies, and then he defeated them all. And once he did that, then they all basically gave up and moved over to my house. And then once I defeat them all, then they're gonna give up and move on to the next neighbor's house. Sucks to be my neighbors, I guess. like that if that is what's going on, then people would probably see everything I do, and then by the time it gets to their house, they kind of know what they're doing. Maybe. Victory again. Gargantuars are annoying. When I first played this game, when I was in like elementary school and middle school, I hated Gargantuars. They freaked me out a little bit because I wasn't super good at the game, and so I would always be sort of scrambling to deal with them, and, well, I got better, but when I really first started to play it, I think I've talked about it before, but my friend had an iPod, and I didn't have a phone or an iPod or anything like that. I had a laptop because I had just started to have to do more homework online, so I got a laptop so that I could do a little bit of fun stuff and then also do like some typing and things like that. But my friend had an iPod, and on her iPod she had Plants vs. Zombies, and I watched her play for a while, and then I was like, I want to play that. That looks super fun. And she gave me it to try, but the level that she was on, the very first level I ever played, had a Gargantuar in it, and I didn't know what to do because I was like, the level you played didn't seem like this, and it was killing all my plants, and I was very upset because I loved my plants, and I was like, no, they're dying. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like this is harder than I thought it was. But then I ended up winning anyway. I think I had to restart it like a couple times, but yeah. My first introduction to this game, I'm pretty sure, was Gargantuar, in terms of the part of it that I actually got to play. So it's definitely kind of a being thrown in the deep end kind of introduction to this game, but I still had fun doing it. And then for a long time, like, a bunch of my friends had phones or iPods or things like that, and they were like, I can text, I can call people, I can go out and do whatever I want because I can just call my parents and tell them where I am, and I can, like, have all these games. And for a long time I was like, I don't care about calling or texting anyone. I'm autistic, I can't do phone calls easily anyway, because that's one of the things with autism I struggle with a ton. And I will do anything I can to avoid a phone call. So I didn't care about having a phone for that. I was like, I just want to play Plants vs. Zombies, and I don't have a device to do it on. Yes, and then I did end up getting a phone, and then I got Plants vs. Zombies, and then I played it, so. And then now I have a computer, and I'm playing it on my computer, but that was like my biggest motivation for wanting either an iPod or a phone for a long time, was Plants vs. Zombies. I wanted to play it, so. Winter melons are so cool. I feel like the part that holds the melon is so spiky anyway. They should also be able to have a melee clobber attack with that. That would be fun. I think they can just throw watermelons from up close, but it would be really fun if they could just whack people with the spiky part. Especially because it's like spring powered, so if that thing just like snapped and whacked you, that would be... I imagine it would be like getting hit in the face with a tree branch, like you're walking and your person you're walking with is in front and they push a tree branch out of the way and then it like snaps back in your face. But worse, because it's spiky and probably a little bit cold in this particular context. God. No destroying those things. I'm getting so many coins, which is exciting because then I can get the last piece of wisdom, which I'm very excited for because that is the last achievement that I have in this game. Or that I have left to get. I have all the others that I don't have. I feel like that is worded correctly how I said it, but also it could be interpreted incorrectly. That's... My dad talks about how sometimes I take things literally as an autistic person, and I would answer things, especially when I was really little, I would answer things the opposite. Aha, Gargantuar. I would answer things the opposite of how normal dialect patterns expect them to be answered. Like, they would say, "You want to go to the park, don't you?" And I'd hear "don't" and be like, okay, you're asking me if I don't want to go to the park, so I'll say no, which means yes, I do want to go to the park, or something like that. And I feel like that was something just now where I was like, I have this, I don't have it, I have it left. Anyway, I need to get that achievement still. So that is why I need so many coins. This is so satisfying. I love my winter melons so much. I like the color of them a lot. It's a really fun color. More coins, yes. Chocolate. Perfect. Love getting chocolate for my snail. That's a weird sentence. But it's true. My snail loves chocolate. So close to getting a full row of winter melons. It's a race to the end of the level to see if I get one last winter melon. my entire rows perfectly, and I have the perfect strategy to destroy Gargantuars. The place Gargantuars were really bad was in Facebreaker. I spent so long trying to get that one achievement, and I almost lost my mind a little bit because I was playing it outside of the recordings and in the recordings, and I would get like almost to the number of levels I needed, and then the Gargantuar would randomly show up and destroy everything, or things would just go wrong. But I can defeat Gargantuars here, and I have my perfectly symmetrical rows all over everything. It's great. This is an interesting mix. Okay. The magnet's good because there's ladders, and I have coffee beans already anyway. No plants. No sun plants. I need to... Yeah, that works. Cabbage bolts are fine, but corn ones are better because they can also immobilize temporarily. Also, personally, I do not like cabbage. There is exactly one way that I eat cabbage, but I like corn. So I would not, in real life, grow cabbage. Because the only way I eat it is also in a food that I don't know how to make. And I tried to make once with my friend. My parents were out of town, and I was like, we're gonna try to make this. And it didn't go very well. It's veggie spring rolls, and that is the one way that I eat cabbage. I cannot make them myself at all, and so I would never grow cabbage. What I am growing, and is one of the plants that I planted over the weekend recently, is some sugar snap peas. And I also make a lot of handcrafted soap, and I have a lot of scent things to mix in, but I also have some plant parts that I use for that, and I wanted to actually grow some of my own. So I planted some lavender and some chamomile, because also bees really love lavender plants, so I wanted to have some of those so that the bees could hang out and enjoy some flowers, because bees are super important, and I love bees. I don't know if bees like chamomile. The pot I have those seeds starting in is currently inside anyway, just because it's kind of cold, and they, according to the seed package, I think they would do better starting inside, but I have some grow lights, and so they have plenty of light, and I watered them today, so hopefully they will sprout soon and be very happy, because I love all my plants so much. I am excited to move back home, and I'm going to be finishing up college within this year, so I will be doing that, because then once I am back to my house that has been being rented out for the past couple of years, I'll have my own yard where I'm not renting, so I don't have to keep it the way they have it, and I can actually have a garden and grow food and other things that I want to grow. Because I have a ton of indoor plants, but I don't have as many outdoor vegetable-y type plants as I wish I could have, just because I don't want to dig in people's yard that isn't my house. And I also, I'm going to be moving again, so I don't want to get way too many different pots that I would then have to move later on, because I have had to move so many times recently. That's what going to university is, I guess, but yeah, there's a lot of moving that goes into it, because I don't stay here all year. I went home for the summer, so yeah, it's a bit chaotic. Of the plants that are in this game, though, I feel like what I personally would be most likely to plant is corn. I have grown corn before at my parents' house when I was younger. We grew some corn. We also grew sunflowers, but the thing about sunflowers is they drop seeds and then the seeds grow more sunflowers, and then you cannot get rid of the sunflowers for years. Trying to think of what other things I would actually grow from this game. I guess squash. Not ones that look like that, probably, but I've grown some squash before, like summer squash and zucchini and stuff. My mom grows zucchini. Trying to think of anything else I would grow. Well, I'm growing sugar snap peas, but snow peas are pretty similar to that. They are different, but they are kind of within the same realm, and I would grow those. I have grown both of those in the past. The problem is I love wisteria plants so much. They look so cool. These are not from this game at all, but I saw them when I went to the store recently, and I love wisteria plants. They look really, really cool, but they are toxic to dogs and humans, and Cosmos doesn't tend to eat plants very often, but he has certain plants in my mom's garden that he tries to eat, and he really loves to eat actually lettuce and carrots if I give them to him, which my uncle finds a little bit hard to believe. He's like, a dog wouldn't want to eat vegetables like that, but no, he loves them. Cucumbers confuse him a little bit. The texture of them confuses him, but it's very cute. But he tries to eat some of my mom's plants, and so I don't want to buy a wisteria plant if he could get into it, even though I really, really like how they look. I don't understand why the Gargantuar has a duck crossing sign. Of all signs, that seems like a pretty rare one to find and use. This Just so satisfying though. Oh, my magnet shrooms are doing such good work. And the Gargantuar couldn't do anything. Pretty much. No, my magnet shroom. Alright, another Gargantuar. But it's getting very buttered, so I'm not too worried about it, and I can replant this magnet shroom first. Haha! No more music box for you. Jack in the Box, whatever it is. I love my magnet shrooms. They're doing such a good job. Cosmos is snoring very loudly, being adorable. It's a little cold, so he's hanging out on his little bed, all curled up. It's convenient having beds for him in multiple rooms, because then he has a cozy spot that he knows is his. And it's really helpful because he has some separation anxiety when I leave the house, but also even just when I'm doing stuff around the house, he likes to be where I am and be able to watch me and know what's going on. And so I have a bed for him in the kitchen area so that while I'm cooking and doing dishes, and also the washing machine is near there, so while I'm doing laundry and stuff, he can sit there. It's also by the back door so he can look out and lie in the sun and stuff. And then I have a bed in my office room where he can hang out. And I have 2 desks in here, so I have an actual bed under one of them, and then a blanket and some of his comfort toys under the other bed, so he knows it's his little area. Did I just say under the other bed? Under the other desk is what I meant if I said that. And then I have sort of a workout area, and he's got a bed in there. And then he doesn't have a bed in my room because he just shares a bed with me. And same for the living room. He is allowed on the couch, so I've got some of his blankets on the couch, and he can just hang out in there and have his little cozy spot that he can kind of make his own nest with his blankets. I had a kind of awful dog trainer that I met with, and I met with them only once, because it was when I had kind of recently gotten him, and the way that she trained him, I feel like, was more the way that a dog might be trained for being like a show dog and being like super, super obedient. And I have never had a dog before Cosmos, but the way that she was training him just wasn't really effective. Like, she would scream at him words that he'd never heard before, and then he wouldn't understand, and he ended up just being really scared of her. And then she would tell me that that's how I have to talk to him, and I was just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But the one good piece of advice that she gave me was, let him have a bed in each room so that he has his own space and he can be there and watch you. she tried to teach me, like, leash training and, like, how to be really chill on a walk, and she acted like he had to keep walking all the time. Like, if he stopped to sniff something for more than, I don't know, like 5 seconds, she would yank his leash really harshly, and she also made him wear a collar rather than a harness. And as you probably know, he's a pug, and so collars are actually bad for them because it like strangles them a little bit, and it can be really dangerous for them. And she would yank it, and he would start to like cough, and it just felt really abusive what she was trying to train me to do. And also, in my opinion, his walks are his time to go experience the world and sniff stuff and just have fun. And so if I'm yanking him every 5 seconds to keep walking, I don't know. That's not the point of the walk for us. The point is for him to get to go outside and experience the neighborhood and all that. But yeah, kind of tangent, but I did not like that trainer. But that thing about the bed in every room was actually a good thing. I feel like I would have probably done it anyway, but I feel like because an actual trainer told me that that's a thing that I should maybe be considering and do, I was able to convince my parents to buy extra beds. Okay, my favorite mini game. Let's go. Yeah, because at the time when I was getting stuff for him, my parents still are helping me financially because I'm in school and I can't work very much while I'm a full-time student. So they were helping me financially to buy beds for him and stuff. And I was paying for some of it with some money that I had, but they were like, why do you need so many? And I was like, because then he can see me wherever I am. My dad just got him a new car seat for the holidays, and it's so soft and he loves it so much. This level is so much fun. I love this level so much. I will stop being so distracted and actually focus on this level because this is very fun. Even though I'm commenting on it retroactively, it's still very fun for me. I love when it does the fireball because then I get to freeze it twice. And then it takes more damage because it's stuck here longer. Let's save that one till later, actually. So many bucket ones. The corn ones are so rare in this level. I don't know why. I feel like they used to be more common, like years ago, but now they're really rare. I feel like years ago I used to be able to make whole rows of them in this level, but now it is all cabbage and melons, which is a weird combination if you were to eat those together. Haha, no newspaper for you. many jalapenos. This is convenient, because then it gives me more space for more things anyway. I love freezing them. Perfect. And there's no other zombie there anyway, so it's doing extra damage because all of them are hitting it. There's nothing else for it to hit. I might have just wasted that jalapeno, but oh well. Its shoe is starting to get cracked, so I'm winning. Also, the way that this window was, it's kind of hard to see the progress bar at the bottom, because it kind of cut that off a little bit, but oh well, it's still taking damage, so that's fine. This is so satisfying. I love that it keeps doing fireballs, so then I can just freeze it all the time. Even though the jalapenos, I think, are counteracting it being frozen. It's kind of thawing it out again. But, no! Well, at least I didn't get the whole row. But I have my lovely things to replant here. There's finally a corn for the first time in this whole... No, they destroyed so many of them. Okay, I need to freeze them because the football one is too close to my cabbages. There we go. Now it is dealt with. Oh, it's taking so much damage. His face is all dented now. Don't take my plants. It's so mean. Well, one of them died, so that's good. But 2 of my plants got taken, and I also have no plants in the middle now. Well, I have pots, but no defensive pots. There we go. It's better. Oh, you're very dented now. And then freeze again and get so many cabbages in your face. Pogo ones are kind of more concerning in this particular level than the football ones. Ha ha ha, I win. So satisfying. That level is the best of the mini games. Also, it's song time! Yay!
Sunflower. 1, 2, 3. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn.
This song is so fun. This song is very nostalgic.
Your lawn. We don't want zombies on our lawn. I know your type, tall, dark, and dead. You wanna bite all the petals off of my head, and then eat the brains of the one who planted me here. I'm just a sunflower, but you need power and entire infantry. You like the taste of brains, we don't like zombies.
I used to play football.
Football,
Falcons protect my head.
on his head,
I have a screen door shield.
door shield.
We are the undead.
There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on our lawn. Maybe it's time to reevaluate. I know you have a lot of food on your plate. Brains are quite rich in cholesterol. You're dead, so it doesn't matter. Instead, we'll use the solar power to make a lawn defense at any hour.
I like a tricycle.
Sickle,
Dirt powder on my head. I'm gonna eat your brain.
put on the snow.
We are the undead.
There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on our lawn.
Alright. That end credit is so much fun. I wish more games had end credits like that. Okay. So, back to the Zen Garden for one of the last times. Because now I can actually get this. And then I can. Well, I'm gonna water these first. But then I can get my tree leveled up. These guys need stuff too. But then, if it will let me click it, there we go. Okay. Alright, the last piece. Hey, I'm 100 feet tall. Celebrate with me by typing daisies to get the zombies to leave tiny daisies behind when they die. That sounds fun. I have to try that. And I got every achievement. This is so satisfying. This is only the second game that I have ever finished every achievement for. So this is really, really fun. I have to go try the daisy thing now because I want to to see what it does. Even though I have already played through this twice. I'll just get some of these random ones. Yeah, that's good. Okay. It picked corn for me, which is nice because I like that one. It's kind of weird that this is the end of this game because I feel like there are so few games that I've actually finished on the channel that I've actually ended the series of. Like, some of them I've gotten to kind of the end of them, but because of the timing when I actually got around to doing the voiceover part of this one, it's kind of happening at the same time as I ended my Strange Horticulture playthrough in a non-live stream format. So I have kind of a couple of games now that I'm done recording for, which is, it's kind of interesting. I feel like it's a little bit like when I've worked on a play and worked on it for a long time, and then the show happens and then it closes, and then it's like, oh, well, it's over now. But it's also very satisfying and very fulfilling to be able to be like, I've finished this game and I can move on to other games and spend more time doing other games that I really want to do anyway. So this is kind of a fun moment, but also a little bit of a slightly sad moment as well. But anyway, I'm going to come back to this one briefly because I love my Zen garden so much and I don't really want to say goodbye to it, but I know that if I kept just cranking out videos for this over and over, it wouldn't really be good anymore, and I don't really want to do that for my own sort of ethics about this game, and I also just don't want to make something that I don't think other people will enjoy watching. So I think this is the correct place to leave this game. Who knows, maybe in the future, eventually I'll revisit it, kind of like how I came back to it after years of not playing it to play this series. But at this point, I'm not sure. I really love this game though. This game is so nostalgic and it's just so fun. All of the different plants, all of the different game modes. It's been a long time working on it, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully people had fun watching it. I got a lot more views on several of these videos than I normally do. Like, I got a couple thousand for some of these videos, so it seems like people remember this game and really enjoy this game, and if I could bring anyone some fun nostalgia, then I'm happy, and hopefully you had fun as well. So for now, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!